a couple, it's difficult for it to survive without intimacy, because there must be intimacy between the couple. I think there should be a bond between the couple, and that bond is intimacy. When it's not there, then there will be serious issues. Now, most times when you see couples, you say this one, we to suspect each other because they are not intimate. They are not intimate. So it's hardly to survive without intimacy. When couples are not intimate, there will be this distrust amongst them. You see this usual suspicions. And say, this is my husband. I think he's sleeping outside. He's sleeping outside. He's not touching me. I think he has one girl or one boy outside. So there will be distrust amongst them. Before you know, you see separation, they begin to stay apart each other, and from there, that marriage begins to crash. Tell your husband, tell your wife, you should understand the reason why you are acting the way you are acting. Don't just begin to say, he's supposed to know now. It's not a spirit, for crying out loud. It's not a spirit. So ensure you tell him, you tell her this and this and this are the reasons why for now, let me be for now. Then he will understand. So learn to communicate. Learn to understand yourselves, and above all, God's word should be your guiding principle.
Before you start a relationship, there must be a let-down rule between you and the person you are communicating with. So it depends on what they have in mind, because I believe that sometimes intimacy, are we talking about sexual intimacy or coming closer? So if it is sexual intimacy, a relationship can survive without sexual intimacy. But coming together to know each other is good in a relationship. Now, where there is no intimacy, I'm talking of intimacy, not sexual intimacy. I'm talking about coming together, knowing yourself, understanding each other. You know, where there is no understanding, when the people goes into marriage, it can lead to divorce. I believe that the essence of courtship before marriage is to bring two people together to know themselves before getting married. Where we have conflict, I believe that if there is understanding between the two, they can resolve the conflict within them. You know, inviting a third party can disorganize the relationship. But where there is understanding, if I'm the one that have offended you, you tell me what I have done, I will also adhere to what you have told me, and we move ahead. Understanding can bring us together.
It can't survive without intimacy, because there has to be bonding, there has to be relation, there has to be communication. These are elements. What strengthens every relationship is the bond there. So where there is no intimacy, where there is no bond, then it can't really survive outside the context of sex. When you talk about intimacy in terms of sex, it's a different context. Relationship can survive outside sex. It all depends on what the partner, what each other wants, and how defined the relationship is. But when you talk about outside sex, intimacy, wanting to know each other, spending time, bonding, it's very needed in relationship. Especially one that tends to lead to marriage, it's very needed and it can't survive. And we all know, where there is no communication, where there is no strong bond, it can't really survive. There must be a time where you need someone around you, and when that person cannot really find that person he needs around him, isn't that person looking out for another person or looking elsewhere for some other person? So it's going to weaken the relationship, and one partner, if not the two, may feel bored in the relationship. Even the Bible says, can two work together except they agree? You define what you want and the modality that you want to go about it, basically. For me, relationship, I must communicate with my partner. There must be that punch, especially for someone that I'm thinking of getting married to. So we must spend time with each other. We must know each other. That's outside the context of sex. So we must know each other. I must know your in and out, your communication, because these are what strengthens relationship and help the partner better in the choice of spouse for marriage. So both of you decide what you want and build on it. Look at element that is destroying that intimacy. Is it communication? Is it time? What is this? Work and build on it.
A relationship must have intimacy before it survives. And the most important thing is communication. If there's no communication in relationship, it will die. Instantly, it will die. Communication is there, understanding is there, and tolerance is there. Always communicate with your partner, with your spouse, for your relationship to last longer. And it's not going to be based on one-sided person. It has to be the two persons, each of you communicating to each other. If one person continues to be the one holding the relationship, one day to say, is it all the time that I'll be calling? Is it all the time that I'll be talking? What about him? Is it that I'm the one loving or he doesn't care about me? So it takes two persons to tally before they can agree to move along. Relationship without intimacy, I don't think it's called a relationship. Maybe it's just a mere friendship. The consequences of it is it will give one a heartbreak. That is one of the consequences. One person must bear a heartbreak, but whereby the intimacy is being balanced, it goes on. There will be nothing like heartbreak and no one suffers for it. So I encourage everybody, every adult to keep a cordial relationship. If I observe that my partner is not communicating with me often, or there is this distance between us, I will call him to order. I will call him. I will keep calling him. I will make him to understand that this is the area he's going that I don't like, and this is the area I want it to be. But whereby he gives me a deaf ear. If he gives a deaf ear, because he cannot force a horse to drink water, whereby your partner gives you a deaf ear, it definitely means that he's not interested in that relationship. So it's left for you to understand the ground and walk away. When you walk away, then you try someone else. If you still want to be in relationship, you try someone else. Because another man's food is another man's poison. Maybe you are the one keeping the relationship, not him. Or he's not interested in you, he's just pretending. But whereby what you need in that relationship is not coming forth, please talk to him, and if he fails not to understand with you, walk away.
When there is that relationship, there will be an intimacy. When a woman is not having a cordial relationship with the husband, I think is not going to be effective. If there is communication there, the intimacy will be there. And with my own partner, I will be going if my partner is not around and he's far away, I will be calling time to time.
If there's no intimacy in that relationship, you cannot forgive your partner. So there must be intimacy in the relationship for the relationship to be able to survive. When you are in a distant relationship, I don't think that relationship can be intimate. Thing can come in the sense that most men cannot control themselves, but most women control themselves. Like I tell people that communication is very important, and communication, forgiveness is another thing. In a relationship where there is no forgiveness, it doesn't work. You understand? You must have the heart of forgiveness to move on. If there's no forgiveness, you can't. Even in marriage, if you don't have the heart to forgive your partner, it can't work.
No, it cannot. You really need it so that you will have bond with your husband. You cannot just stay in the house. For me, if my husband did not come close to me like 1 week, I will be worried. I'll be wondering what is the problem. Are you having any issue? Is there anything wrong with my body? So you cannot. You'll be distant from your husband. Something that you tell your husband, you will not be free to tell him because he's not coming close to you. You'll be very far from him. You go close to him, you have to let him know that I don't understand you these days. What is the problem? Is there any problem? Did I do anything? Am I not clean? Am I not washing myself clean? Am I doing anything in the house that you don't understand and you are not far from me? So getting close to him to tell me what is your problem can bring you guys close again.